What's up, guys? I'm back again with another deck profile. Thank you for choosing to tune in to Techno Tuner. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my longtime anime favorites, Red Dragon Archfiend, aka Jack Atlas's main deck. So I do play it a bit differently than everybody else. Everybody plays usually Red Dragon Archfiend Bestial or 40 card Red Dragon Archfiend. I play 60 card Assault Red Dragon Archfiend. You'll get to see a little bit more as we get into the deck profile. It's a lot of fun, especially for me, just to see a lot of Red Dragon Archfiends hit the board. But before we get into that, I'd like to ask that if you do like the video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the video. That way I know what kind of content I should keep moving forward with. All right, moving forward, guys. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Resonator package. We start off with 3 Vision Resonator. If a level 5 or higher dark monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. If this card is in the graveyard, you can add one... if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one spell or trap that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend from your deck to your hand. So it's a great way to get into Crimson Gaia, Red Zone, or Red Rain. Up next, we have 3 Crimson Resonator. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you control only 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster in addition to this card, you can special summon up to 2 Resonator monsters from your hand or deck, except Crimson Resonator. You can use each effect of Crimson Resonator once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Dark Dragon Synchro monsters. Turn you activate this card's effect. Up next, I do play 3 Red Resonator. If this card is normal summon, you can special summon level 4 or lower monster from your hand. When this card is special summon, you can target one face-up monster on the field, gain life points equal to its attack. You can use this effect of Red Resonator once per turn, which is really great because if you're down by, say, 2,000 life points, you can easily make that up by targeting one of your Red Dragon Archfiend monsters, and you don't even have to specifically target one of your monsters. You can target one of your opponent's monsters to gain even more life points back if they have a bigger monster. Up next, I do play the 3 Synchron Resonator. Lets me go ahead and recur back one of the Resonators in my graveyard to my hand for my next turn play. Also, it's a level 1 that I can special summon as long as I control a dark... as long as I control a Synchro monster, I can special summon it. Then I play 2 Chain Resonator. If I normal summon this card while a Synchro monster is on the field, I can special summon another Resonator monster from my deck, which is very beneficial. So say if I got into, we'll say Red Dragon Archfiend, and then all I had was a Chain Resonator for the next turn, I would normal summon Chain Resonator, get to summon up to 2 another Resonator, which could be Crimson Resonator, Synchro from Red Dragon Archfiend, and Chain Resonator into Bane. I can then activate Abyss, go into Crimson Resonator, special summon out Synchron and Red, and then I can go into either another bigger one, or I can go into Bane and then continue on with plays. Then finally for the Resonators, I play 2 Soul Resonator. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one level 4 or lower Fiend monster from your deck to your hand, except Soul Resonator. You also cannot special summon for the rest of the turn from the extra deck, except Dark Synchro monsters. If a card or cards you control will be destroyed by a card effect while you control Red Dragon Archfiend, or a Synchro monster that mentions it, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. It's very beneficial for a lot of the plays, especially if Red Dragon Archfiend is out on the board at the end step, because it can actually blow up your board, and Soul Resonator prevents your cards from being destroyed. Alright, up next, we have 3 Bone Archfiend, which is really great. This card is in your hand or graveyard. You can send one other card from your hand or field into the graveyard. Special summon this card. Also cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except for Dark Dragon Synchro monsters. You can target one face-up monster you control that has a level. Send one Fiend monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, increase or decrease that monster's level by 1. So if you get it and we'll say Soul Resonator on the board, you can basically make Bone Archfiend or Soul Resonator a level 2 or level 3 by sending another Fiend from your deck to the graveyard, so you can actually move forward into your Red Rising Dragon for plays. Up next, I do play the 3 red warg, and 2 wandering king wildland, 1 red familiar, and 1 red lotus king flame crime. Wandering king wildland. If you control a fiend type tuner with 1500 or less attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you attempt this, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the rest of the turn, except synchro monsters. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 fiend type tuner with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Great way for continuing on next turn. Then we have Red Warg. When you normal summon a Resonator monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its attack becomes halved. So it's a great way if you have Vision Resonator or Crimson Resonator or Red Resonator, you can basically get into your level 8 plays immediately. Red Familiar, you can tribute 1 Fiend monster, then target 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position, but negates effects. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster you control, and declare a level 1 from 1 to 8. That monster becomes that level until the end of this turn. It's a great way for level modulation if you want to go into a lower or higher level dragon to basically recoup some of the materials you've lost for the plays. Red Lotus King Flame Crime. During the main phase, if you control a Fiend Tuner, or your opponent controls a special summon monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, inflict 400 damage to your opponent for each fire monster you control with different names. This card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material. You can send 1 normal trap from deck to graveyard, which is very helpful for later on. All right, so moving on from that, we do have a couple more extenders. I have a lot more monsters to go through. But for a couple of the extenders, I do play 2 Primitive Butterfly and 2 Destiny Hero Malicious and 1 Armageddon Knight. So Armageddon Knight lets us send the Destiny Hero Malicious for a level 6 play. So we can get Destiny Hero Malicious banished from the graveyard, summon the other one from the deck, and then go into our Red Dragon Archfiend or Soul, if I remember correct, Scarlight or Scarred, excuse me, which is very beneficial. Primitive Butterfly is a level 5 that can turn itself into a level 6, and it's basically a Cyber Dragon monster. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card. Once per turn, you can increase the levels of all insect type monsters you currently control by 1, so it becomes a level 6 monster, allowing us to go up into that level 8 play. All right. Here's where we get into the more fun part of the deck that I like to say. We got 2 Fire Ant Ascator and 2 Ascator Dawnwalker, or excuse me, 3 Ascator Dawnwalker. You can discard 1 card, special summon this card from your hand in defense position, and special summon Fire Ant Ascator from your hand or deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except for synchro monsters, which is perfectly fine, since all we play is synchro monsters. Fire Ant Ascator, we don't really use this effect, but when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target a level 5 monster in your graveyard, so it could be Dawnwalker. Special summon that target, but negates effects. So if you have it plus a Soul Resonator, that's still level 5. Well, a Soul Resonator plus the Ascator, that's a level 5. It allows you to go into one of the Red Dragon Archfiends as well. It's also a great way to get rid of any bricks you have in your hand for discard fodder, such as a Malicious. Alright, now we get into the Assault Mode package. I play 3 Psy Reflector, which is very great because of its normal or special summon. You can add 1 Assault Mode Activate, or 1 card that specifically lists Assault Mode Activate in its text from your deck to your hand, except Psy Reflector. You can reveal 1 Assault Mode Activate in your hand, then target 1 monster in your graveyard that specifically lists Assault Mode Activate in its text, so our next 2 monsters. Except for Psy Reflector, special summon it, and if you do, you get to change its level by increasing it from 1 level to 4 levels. So you can make a level 4 into a level 8, a level 4 into a level 3. Basically, you take that monster in the graveyard, you summon it, and make its level increase by 1 through 4. Up next, we play the 2 Assault Beast, and then the 3 Assault Sentinel. He got stuck on the back of the Assault Beasts. The 2 Assault Beasts, you can discard this card, add 1 Assault Mode Activate from your deck to your hand. The Assault Sentinel, you contribute this card, special summon 1 monster from your hand or deck that specifically lists Assault Mode Activate, except Sentinel. Also, cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except synchro monsters. You can target one face-up monster your opponent control or you control. Reveal one synchro monster in your extra deck. If you do, the targeted monster's type and attribute become the same as the revealed monsters until the end of this turn. So you can get Sire Reflector plus Assault Sentinel onto the board. If you activate Assault Beast, get a Assault mode. You can then normal summon Assault Sentinel to then special summon, tribute it, special summon a Sire Reflector. So you have Assault mode in hand. If you don't have Assault mode in hand, you add Assault Beast off a Sire Reflector, discard Assault Beast to get the Assault mode. From there, you can revive back either your Assault Beast or Assault Sentinel and go into your levels 8s, which is pretty nice. I do play the one Assault Red Dragon Archfiend Assault mode because it is extremely fun to play. It does brick part of the time with actual plays, but if this card is attacked, destroy all other monsters on the field. This card on the field is destroyed. You can target one Red Dragon Archfiend in your graveyard and special summon it. It's just a fun little tech I like to play. All right, directly into the spells. We have the 1 Foolish Burial, lets us send a card from deck to graveyard. The 2 Resonator Command, we discard a Resonator monster, add 1 level 4 or lower Fiend monster from our deck to our hand. So if you get bricked on a lot of Resonators in hand, you can basically use Resonator Command to get you a non-tuner monster. I do play the 2 Emergency Teleport, as the Sire Reflector is a psychic monster. He is actually really cool to use as well, and it's a free special summon. I do play the 3 Resonator Call to get us any of the Resonators, and then I play the 3 Crimson Gaia. During your main phase, you can add 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, or 1 card that mentions it from your deck to your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Crimson Gaia. When your Red Dragon Archfiend monster declares an attack, you can change all monsters you control, your opponent controls to face down defense position. If a monster is on the field, is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. You can use each effect of Crimson Gaia once per turn. It's a very helpful card. Lets you get more Red Dragon Archfiends onto the board for further damage. It's a great way to allow you to go into combos as well, because I've had where I've swung in main phase 2, I tribute one of my Red Dragon Archfiends to summon another Red Dragon Archfiend that's in the graveyard. Finally, for the traps, I play 2 Assault Mode Activate, because I was learning if I play 1, I am more likely to never see it, or I would either mill it or send it off of another effect. I do play the 1 Red Zone and 1 Red Rain. Red Rain, if you control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, banish all monsters on the field, except the monster with the highest attack. Also, the remaining face-up monsters on the field are unaffected by other card effects except their own until the end of this turn. If a Dark Dragon Synchro monster is synchro summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, add this card to your hand. It's a great way to recur and keep banishing your opponent's cards. Your opponent so for Red Zone, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Red Dragon Archfiend or synchro monster that mentions it, you could target 1 card on the field, destroy it. You could target one of your banished Dark Dragon Synchro monsters, special summon it, which is really great. Now, as you're going to see, that is 60 cards, or at least close enough to it. But here's where the real fun comes into, because I love this deck a lot to play. It's a really high combo intensive deck, but you can play, for the extra deck, 3 Red Rising Dragon. When this card is synchro summoned, target 1 Resonator monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except for Dark Dragon Synchro monsters. During the main phase, except this card, the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, banish this card from your graveyard, and target 2 level 1 Resonators monsters in your graveyard and special summon them. Which is a great way, because if you go from that with Vision, Red Resonator, or Crimson Resonator, that's an automatic level 8. If you have Crimson, that lets you get into 2 more additional Resonators to continue off with your turn and keep moving forward. Up next, for the actual Red Dragon Archfiend line, we play the 1 OG Red Dragon Archfiend, the 2 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, and 2 of the new Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Scarred Dragon Archfiend, if this card summoned, it becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field or graveyard. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. and it's treated as a synchro summon. If this card was sent to the graveyard as a synchro material for a dark dragon synchro monster, you can destroy all attack monsters your opponent controls. So it's a great way to just nuke your opponent's board. Scarlight is a great time for card for time. Sorry, not time for card. Where its name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field or in the graveyard. But once per turn, you can destroy as many special summon effect monsters on the field as possible with attack less than or equal to this card. Then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. This includes monsters on your board. So if you have Red Dragon Archfiend or Scarred on the board, or any other card as well that's below 3,000 attack or less, it will be destroyed, and you get to burn for 500 damage per card destroyed, which is really, really nice. Now moving into the bigger beaters of the deck. We have 2 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. During either player's turn, target one face-up card your opponent controls negates effects until the end of this turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one tuner monster in your graveyard, special summon defense position. You can only use each effect of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss once per turn. It's a great way to get around needing to negate some more power cards that your opponent has on their board. Up next, I do play the 2 Bane. You contribute one monster, target one Red Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That does include your tuners, your resonators, anything like that. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 2 tuners with the same level, one from your deck, one from your graveyard, in defense position. So if you didn't even get into Vision Resonator, you can basically go that and say a Crimson or Red Resonator that's in your graveyard, summon them, and then you'll get the Vision Resonator effect. I do play the 1 Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend, which requires 2 tuners and 1 non-tuner monster. Must be synchro summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. During the main phase, you can destroy all other cards on the field. Also for the rest of the turn, other monsters you control cannot attack. During either player's battle phase, when a spell or trap card is activated, you can negate the activation if you do destroy that card, and this card gains 500 attack. So it goes from a 3,500 beater to a 4K beater. It's really great if you got somebody that's playing a lot of Mirror Force or anything that activates during the battle phase that is a trap. Finally, I play the 1 Red Nova Dragon and the 1 Red Supernova Dragon. Red Nova and Red Supernova, they're really big beaters. They gain 500 attack for each tuner in your graveyard. The Red Nova cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster effect is activated, or when your opponent's monster effect is activated, or when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can activate this effect to banish this card. Also banish all cards your opponent controls. Then during your next end phase, after this card is banished by its own effect, you get to special summon it back. Now, Red Nova, this card cannot be destroyed by effects of your opponent's spells, traps, or monsters. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can select it, remove this card from play, and negate the attack. During the end phase, special summon this card that was removed from play by this effect. So it's very good for going for OTKs and more physically big boards. But it's a lot more fun when you get to see it in action, see how the combos work. I've had it to where I've had Supernova up to nearly 7,000 attack one turn. I've had Red Nova at the same point. Back when High King Calamity was this thing, I managed to summon Red Nova, Red Supernova, and King Calamity with this deck. It is extremely explosive, extremely fun, and it is definitely one of my favorite anime decks of all time. Anyways, thank you for staying with me through this entire video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings from all the dealings? Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?